Hey Leo, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for March 14th through the 20th. This is for Leo's sun, moon, and rising. We do have a full moon on the 18th in Virgo, so we're going to check in and see how these energies are affecting our Leo friends. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Also, you might notice a little different background here. I am traveling. I'm on the road at the time of posting these videos, so or recording these videos, so I'm not in my usual surroundings, but we will return to usual surroundings soon. You might stumble upon the video after the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're gonna find it whenever it's time for you to hear the messages. Keep in mind it's a general reading. Not every single message will resonate. Take what does and leave what doesn't. Alrighty, Leo. Let's get right on into it, my dears. First card coming up for Leo, sun, moon, and rising is the King of Wands. This is you, Leo. Welcome to the party. It's you and your beautiful fire sign energy. So the King of Wands is really powerful. Okay, the King of Wands is actually also one of my self-employment cards. So there could be success for those of you in that aspect, those of you who are seeking self-employment or have been working on self-employment or some kind of independent contract work for a while. There could be success happening for you in that avenue. In terms of characteristics and personality, King of Wands has never had anything handed to him in his life. He is a self-made man. Everything he has worked very hard for. And this has made him very humble and very grateful. Also somebody who desires to help others or show others the way. Like, this is the kind of person who's gonna look over at someone and say, oh my gosh, I see so much of myself in this person. I remember when I was back in their shoes. And they're gonna feel moved and they're gonna feel a desire to help or mentor or teach. Some of you might be feeling that King of Wands kind of vibe. You might be looking at your life and saying, man, you know what? I have a lot to be thankful for. I have a lot that I'm blessed. I have a lot that I accomplished. And I want to help and give back by mentoring or teaching or, showing other people the ropes. I do feel some of you are opening, those of you who do have a business, I do feel like you're opening up your business to like internship or on the job training kind of thing. This is going to be good for you because it does give you some help and it does give you a chance to pay it forward and help somebody else develop skills that they can use in their life. I do feel some of you maybe are doing some kind of mentorship or teaching or leading or guiding as a way to pay it forward, but also to have that added benefit of maybe some help here. Those of you who are self-employed. King of Wands is also going to be a card that comes up when you're thinking of really creative solutions or you're finding solutions to problems that are going to lead to income for you. You might be looking around at your community and thinking, you know what would go really great here? You know what people would really be able to, benefit from in this area? You're seeing a need and you're meeting that specific need in that place, in that area, and it's going to be favorable for you. It's going to bring you abundance. Some of you are looking around at and realizing like what's lacking or what people need, right? So if you have these kinds of ideas, don't just throw them away. Look into them, research them. How might you get that going? How might you make that happen? Because some of you have this gold mine in your head that you just need to act upon. The next card that's coming up here is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles kind of confirms what I'm feeling here. Page of Pentacles is gonna be a card that comes up for me in my readings when we are revisiting our relationship with money. And we're figuring out how money works and how to make our money work for us and finding long-term solutions to financial problems. So short-term solution is finding a second job or a third job or, whatever it might be. And you might be able to do that for a little bit and it might help you financially a little bit, but eventually you can't do that forever. You're going to run, you're going to run yourself down. So Page of Pentacles is finding more long-term solutions, creating solutions, real solutions. So looking at your budgeting, figuring out how to cut unnecessary spending, figuring out how to do more with the money that you have, figuring out what you have that can generate income for you. Do you have things that you can sell? Do you have space that you can rent out? Do you have a certain gift or a talent or a hobby that people would be willing to pay you for those services? So you're finding ways to invest in yourself, and you're finding ways of taking your money and figuring out where to put it to make it work for you, or where to make it multiply, or how to make it grow. Unfortunately, we're not taught about money, right? How unfortunate is that? We're not taught how money works. And so a lot of people are going to come into a time where they're figuring it out for themselves. They're educating themselves so that they don't have to be in the trap of working 2 jobs or 3 jobs or being in that forever struggle. Okay, Page of Pentacles is you're getting smart about how you're doing things and figuring out how to work smarter, not harder, more efficiency, and how to make the money that you have go a lot further. For some of you, that alone is going to feel as though you've gotten this massive raise. It's taking a huge pressure off you. Just kind of reworking the relationship you have with money and the way that you've been handling your money. And that doesn't mean that you're somebody that spends money like crazy, or that you're somebody who is irresponsible with your money. It could just be that you have not, as I said, nobody's shown you or nobody's taught you how money works. And once you figure that out, you're like, I cannot believe how much I can do with what I have. I cannot believe that I'm able to save with the income that I have. So you're educating yourself and you're learning how to make what you have work for you. The next card that's coming up here for Leo is the 3 of Cups. Now, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance. So for 3 of Cups, a lot of the times it's seen as like getting engaged or a birth announcement. And don't get me wrong, that can very well be the case for some of you. Maybe some of you are manifesting engagement. Maybe some of you are manifesting marriage or, a birth announcement of some kind. But the 3 of Cups is also a card having to do with finding our community, finding our tribe, finding like-minded people. And because we are coming into the full moon in Virgo, and the full moon in Virgo is going to be a time of stability, security, long-term plans, and the full moon is a time of healing and release, I feel the sense of release around the 3 of Cups. Some of you have heard me say that the 3 of Cups in my readings can come up sometimes when somebody is healing from the feminine wound or the mother wound. We hear so much about how children are impacted negatively when they don't have a strong father figure, or they don't have a strong positive male role model in their life. And it is true that this can really impact kids negatively, and they can have challenges in their life when they don't have a good, strong, positive male role model in their life. But for some reason, For some weird reason, we never talk about the damage that can be done, to a child when they don't have a healthy female figure or role model in their life. If you're growing up and your mother figure is somebody that you can't trust, or somebody who is neglecting you or making you feel like you're not safe, that is hell. Absolute hell. And if on top of that there's no real father figure around, my goodness, that is a lot of trauma for a kid. So a lot of us have like a mother wound or a feminine wound. Maybe issues with your mom weren't that bad. Maybe your mom was just a little opinionated or a little hard on you, but maybe the female wound came more so from like siblings that competed with you, or cousins that were terrible to you. Or we go to school and there's the mean girls, right? Everybody's encountered those mean girls in school. Maybe your feminine friendships have been with women who are very catty or competitive or gossipy. And so for me, the Three of Cups sometimes comes up when we're healing from that. And because the full moon is a time of release, I feel that those of you Leos who have this feminine wound or this mother wound, you're finally able to release it. You're finally able to heal from it. And maybe some of you have been working on this for a very long time, but you just kind of haven't been able to catch it or push it out just yet. I feel that in this Virgo full moon, you're going to be able to really release it, to heal from it once and for all, from this feminine wound, okay, or this mother wound. Some of you who've been struggling with that. And you will see in the coming weeks that you're beginning to attract healthier, higher vibrational feminine energy into your life, right? You're not making friends with gossipy, backstabby, feminine energy. You're not making friends or dating, overly critical, superficial, gold digging women or feminine energy, but rather you're calling high vibrational feminine energy, high vibrational women into your life. Some of you may be establishing a friendship or dealing with a female or feminine energy. And this is for those of you who date women. This is for those of you who are attracted to women, who date women, who seek women for romantic relationships. Some of you might find yourself in an interaction or dealing with a woman whom you have absolutely positively zero romantic interest in, and they have absolutely positively zero romantic interest in you. But this woman is in your life as a part of this higher vibrational energy that's coming in. And this is someone whom you're feeling like that sisterly or motherly connection with, like somebody who is very loving, very supportive, very understanding, someone who has your back. And it's giving you a chance to experience women and the feminine energy without all of the physical stuff or without all of the romantic stuff that gets attached to it. And this is a part of the healing for some of you. The next card that's coming up here for Leo is the Hanged Man. Okay, this also came up for Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini because this card came up for them as well. If you have a Gemini placement, I strongly suggest you go and you watch the Gemini video, because we have here this repeating card, if that's the case for you, depending on your placements, or if you're dealing with a Gemini. Now, the Hanged Man is a major arcana card. The major arcana cards are going to come up anytime that we're coming into a new chapter in our life. It's a significant defining moment in our life. And the hangman a lot of the times comes up when we're making unnecessary sacrifices without realizing it. And our angels and guides are putting us on this cosmic timeout so that we can see it, so that we can realize it, and we can stop making unnecessary sacrifices. I also see the hangman come up a lot of the times when you're manifesting things on autopilot that you don't even want anymore, but you've just been putting it out there for so long, and now blocks are being removed, the manifestations are about to come in, and your angels and guides are like, look, you've been asking for this on autopilot, it's coming your way, but you're not going to be happy with it when you receive it because you've outgrown it, or it's just not who you are anymore. So this is a great time for some self-reflection and to kind of double check what you're putting out there, right? Kind of make sure that it's an updated list that you're requesting. Which brings me to the next message here with the hangman. You may be trying to manifest things that you've been conditioned to want, or that you've been taught, hey, this is what's going to make you successful. This is what's going to make you happy. This is the best career. This is the best kind of relationship. This is the best kind of partner. But honestly, in your heart of hearts, you don't have any interest in any of that stuff. You're just putting it out there because you've been conditioned or you've been trained. That's what you're supposed to want. And you don't even really want it. And so that's where we're getting deep again. This is some time for some self-reflection for you. Are you trying to manifest marriage? Do you really want to be married? Is that really something that's going to make you happy? Or are you feeling like if you're not married by a certain age, people are going to think there's something wrong with you? Or that, uh, you're incomplete, or you're weird if you're not married? What is it about being married that you want so much? Is there another way to receive that in a relationship? Do you have to be married? Do you want a relationship? Or when it comes to the kind of person you're trying to manifest, are you really even attracted to that kind of person? Or do you find this kind of person interesting? Or is it more so you feel like you're going to have the approval of friends or family if you have that kind of person as a partner? This is some time to do some soul searching here, because some of you are manifesting some things that you don't even want. It's more so to kind of feel like, okay, I'm catching up with the rest of the world. But that whole thing is an illusion. That's not even real. So this is an excellent time, Leo, for you guys to do some self-reflecting here and get very clear about what you want. What do you truly want in your heart of hearts? What's truly going to make you happy in your heart of hearts? Because you're coming into a time of manifesting, and you want to be able to enjoy that manifesting. You don't want to have things come in and go, what am I supposed to do with this? Or, I thought this was going to make me happy, but it's not making me happy. So this is a good time to do that reflecting. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or your rising sign might resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you click on the link in the description of this video, it will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. I also have a link in the description of this video that will take you to the March love readings if you haven't checked those out yet. April love readings will be up in the next week or so. Keep an eye out for those. And don't forget, every single day I've been doing a card of the day reading that a lot of people have been asking me to do. So check that out as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Hope to see you all commenting in the daily messages as well. Take care and have a wonderful week, Leo. Bye, my dears.